goblins have overrun our fields! These once fertile lands have been reduced to ash and dust. My fair Edwina must be ashamed of me. I am a poor protector. The goblins have slaughtered many of my men. Even my eldest son has been fed to the funeral pyre. Now my youngest son, Bjork, has gone missing. Trolls' blood! These vermin seem unstoppable. My middle son, Gar, is leading the search for Bjork west of the Hall. Go, speak to him. Help him find his missing brother and end this nightmare. Speak to my son, Gar, outside the manor house. Offer to help find Bjork. I couldn't bear to lose another son. I was wounded in battle during the Akaviri invasion of Stonefalls, years ago. A sweet soul named Edwina nursed me back to health. Though her family disowned her, we were married a few years later. She has given much for our love. Many of these milk drinkers consider it heresy for a dark elf to marry one of another race, as if the three care who we love and live for. Despite the hatred, Edwina and I have stood strong. Our love and land has endured. Until now. Those beasts and their bugs lair in the mountains north of here. They scuttle along the coast, catching fish and squatting in caves. Then the Covenant soldiers came to Stonefalls. They used the caves along the coasts as supply drops for landing troops. They drove the goblins from their caves and killed their spider queens. Now the animals are searching for new lands. They're trying to take our home! I was wounded in battle during the Aka.
These goblins are merciless, stranger. They don't feel pity or remorse or fear. And they won't stop until they're killed. You want to help? Get out there and kill some of those stinking gobs. Bjork is nearby. I heard him call my name. If you can distract the gobs, I think I can get to him. Meet me here when you're done.
Car!
Your attack on those vermin was heroic. You made them regret the day they left their stinking dens. We're in trouble. Your diversion worked, and Gar went looking for his younger brother. That's the good news. The bad news is the goblins are gathering for a final attack on the hold. Quickly, get to Hrogar and warn him.
The gods are going to want to talk to you, Hrogar.
What do you want?
What news of my sons? Has Bjorek returned? Warriors, to me. Protect the hall and safeguard the innocents. Defend the hold! Defend the hall! Slay the goblins! Spread out! Kill them all! Comes! Take him down! By Ysgramor! We've won the day!
Shaw's bones. You have to help. Ugh. Miserable gobs. They're missing. We found Bjork. We were escorting him home when we were ambushed. The goblins must have taken them both. The spiders encased their prey in cocoons. If Bjork and Gar were taken, you'll probably find them trapped in one of those silken prisons. You'll find spider cocoons along the beach east of the...
The goblins have captured Gar. They took him into a cave near the beach.
Got to kill the Goblin Warlord and his Spider Queen when we have the chance. Follow me. Crush the eggs. Crush them! That will draw out the ugly Spider Queen and her Goblin ally. I'll watch your back while you crush spider eggs. Weapons out. Here they come. For Bjork! For Hrogar! For Isgramor! Meet you at the hall.
You don't want trouble with me.
The attacks are faltering. You've driven the goblins back. Shore's bones, Traveler. Without your help, we'd be attending my son's funeral, instead of celebrating a victory over the goblins. I'll never forget how you helped to defend my hold. I was wounded in battle during...
Father.
You've acquitted yourself honorably. I was a battlefield healer, supporting the warriors at the Akaviri front. Rogar took a grievous wound from one of the Akaviri's monstrous beasts. As I cared for him, I fell in love with him. We've been together ever since.
Without your help, I would have been food for baby spiders.
You saved my life. I'll never forget the debt I owe you.
My thirst for revenge has been slaked.
We'll all be reunited in Sovngarde, won't we? That's what my husband, Holgar's eldest son, Hroding. I had to stand by his funeral pyre. These vermin, these goblins and their spiders. They only wish to take and kill and destroy. They don't care about wives, hopes, or dreams. Please, leave me be.
You're awake. Oh, thank the stars.
There you are. On your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, all right?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Berini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others. You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a Daetric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel? Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me. There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Berini. Pleased to make your acquaintance. We're bound for a place called the Keyrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. Fair? Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can. The Keyrights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Bolfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived. On account of all the doors, the gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shayazel, emerged from another. I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing. Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Dureni are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Bolfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites. But somehow, this Daedra found a way to turn them against us. Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. A huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble. Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Dureni's Intelligence Guild, the Cinderil. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived. The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control. Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours. That one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now. Strike the con. Top marks. Impressive. Attack. Brilliant. Now do it again. Ready yourself. Quick, strike while it's off balance. That's the way. Well done. Keep up the defense. Use your heaviest attack. You're unnatural. Protect yourself. Give it everything you've got. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. You broke loose. Prepare yourself. Ha! You're unstoppable. Again, make right. You're every bit the warrior I thought you'd be. Now, bash. Again. Now, powerful strike. Again, hold its attack. Quite a blow. Interrupt now, before it strikes. When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good, now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment. With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out. To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance. Well, it begins with a door. The first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most. I believe Shyazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight. I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully. One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it. Almost there. Let's hurry. Right. The entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out. The Keyride's gallery is in here. Let's head inside. Well, this is upsetting. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn! Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement. I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it. Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though. Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use sky shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source. It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we've faced thus far. Giant clusters of meteoric glass. All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The Sky Shard is there. There it is! The Sky Shard! More to the side! Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Oh, incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate. All right. Focus on the Sky Shard. You did it! Any luck? Let's speak for a moment. It'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate. I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now. Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you. There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
Only I will remain.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me! By all the stars! Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. Well, that was thrilling. This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why. Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the Gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you. The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel, places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you. So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift. What, me? No, I've got work to do. The Cinderil will want every bit of this place searched and studied. Since I did the discovering, I'll probably end up leading the effort. Adventure abroad sounds all well and good, but my place is here. Well, fate's sort of a clumsy way to put it. No offense. Honestly, we may never know why you were chosen. But I believe there was intention here. Something, whether it be the stars, the gallery, or the tower itself, placed you here for a reason. Perhaps it followed you to prevent you from reaching your... well, destiny sounds a bit too grandiose. Let's just say to stop you from reaching your potential. Then again, maybe the power of this place brought you here to stop Shayazel. Probably not. But what's a life without unanswered questions, right? Boring, if you ask me. Ha! An elf can hope. Answering that question will probably keep me occupied for the next 100 years. Is the Helix connected to the Adamantine Tower? How does it perceive distant corners of Tamriel? I may never understand it, but I'll do my best. It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you? Excellent. You can visit Stros Mackay in Daggerfall Covenant territory, an island called Kanathis Ruse that the Aldmeri Dominion set its eyes on, or the Ebonheart Pack's domain. It appears this one leads to Bleakrock, a frigid Nord holding, north of Eastmarch. For this gate to choose such a remote location, something important must be taking place there. The gallery is beckoning you to face it. Ready to brave the cold? This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivec. Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone.
It is written, my Vardenfell, my paradise.
Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
You must hunt it. You must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
lies
Vivec.
Upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do.
I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Please, someone, we need help. There's an armiger injured on the road outside Seyda-Neen. So much blood! They need help! I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasar on a mission for Lord Vivec, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasar said...
Is this on straight?
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivec, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivec sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. But we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivec bestowed upon us. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivec's questions. But there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the Three grant him wisdom.
Jonathan, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the Three! First a wounded Armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those lads, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me! That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has... We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion! You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra! Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely... The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber. Azura is the cruel but wise Daedric Prince of Dawn and Dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivec's wrath? What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivec's a living god! Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivec stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along. You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions. Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
in Falura. Ah,